Bro, how's everything, man?
Hey, you know, I'm above ground, so it's always a good day.
10 toes down, you already know.
Shoot, man. So, man, look, first of all, I'd like to appreciate you taking the time out. Your busy, hectic schedule. So I know, the world don't know, but I know how busy that joint is. So, for you to be on here, I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me, man. Been nothing but love since we did link. And I just, you asked, and it's a done deal. Whatever we got to do to make it happen. So I appreciate that, bro. No doubt.
Hey, yes, sir. And look, and that's how I am. Like, remember the first time you called, and you was like, look, I need this done. No questions asked. I just do it.
Hey, man, listen, like I said, I was chopping it up with Floyd, and he swore up and down by you. And I didn't follow the posts and stuff. I seen the gear, and I like the gear. And like you said, from the first conversation, it was just like, bang, done. It was crazy because I was telling you ideas, and you shooting me the photos and the copies already. Like, hey, what about this? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, nothing but love.
Yeah,
that's good shit, though.
Cool, man. Well, we ain't gonna hold no time, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's gonna be a good night. We got a lot of people that's gonna be tuning in. For those who don't know you, I do, but for those who don't know you, please give a little introduction, man. Tell us about yourself.
As you see, I'm DMack Bounty. I'm a bondsman / bounty hunter here in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm actually on the squad with Frank, or you know him as Bounty Tank. Got linked up with him a few years back. And just learning how to do this end of the business. Other than that, I'm a regular old dude. Just keeping it real. I don't try to be bigger than I am or anything like that. I'm a husband, father, uncle, asshole uncle, brother, asshole brother some days, you know, just trying to build a name and a brand and doing something that I caught on that I was good at in life, late in life. So, yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty simple, bro.
I love it.
And I love my city. As you see, I always rep something Cleveland. Try to anyway. So, but I know I'm going on. You already know we talked about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta rep. You gotta rep no matter what, man. Shoot.
No matter what, baby.
And look, that's how I am. I'm from Louisiana, so people be asking me, "Hey, man, so who you rep? You rep Maryland?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm the
that's just right. That's just where you reside at. You gotta rep where you from. You gotta rep where you from."
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, excellent. So you said, for those who don't, like I said, people don't really know, you got some projects in the works. You starting to market yourself out like we all should be. You got your bail bondsman. Is that something that you are trying to like branch into as far as your own thing, like your own identity?
You know what? I tried that earlier. It's a yes and no, because even in this business, you got to have a squad, you got to have that back, and you got to have that connections. I'm a baby coming into the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Frank, who's been from day one very cordial and very open to teaching and mentoring. So, you know, once he wanted to pull me in, because I had no problem trying to do it on my own.
Right.
As far as Cleveland goes, you know what I'm saying? But he took me under and was willing to mentor, which is a whole crazy deal in and of itself. And then I figured, you know, just ride with him. He's willing to pull me along, and whatever I could venture off into with that, that's where I'm looking at now. Right. But also me venturing is going to hopefully help the seasons and everything that we're doing with Frank and Bounty Tank. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything works hand in hand in the long run.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And a few weeks ago, because you tuned in a few weeks ago, we had our brother Floyd, a.k.a. Onyx, on the
a.k.a. Little Scrappy.
Yo, you can tell, man, that boy.
Hey man, let me tell you, that's legit what we calling me out there from Little Scooby Doo. Remember Little Scrappy, the little cousin and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me at him. Nah, bro, hold on. But that's my man's though, because honestly, it's so crazy because I tell him all the time. He reminds me of me at his age.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to, especially if I was trying to get into business,
Right.
you know, when I was younger. Just always ready to go, rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
And it's just funny, man. It's just like, here it is. I got to be a big brother. Like, hold on, man. Let him do his one, too. We might not even have to go all that route.
Right. Yeah.
No, let me add him. Nah, but that's my man. That's my man.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, because, like I said, for those who don't watch the show, Bounty Tank, that's the number one YouTube, in my opinion, the best YouTube, number one YouTube,
for sure,
realistic reality hunting show.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, you know, I'm one day, I'm on YouTube just browsing around, and you know, this was during the time Dog the Bounty Hunter was the thing. He's the one that blew it up, really, the TV version. And I was just watching because you know, rest in peace, his wife passed away. And so I was watching reruns, and then one day one of his shows had finished, and I saw on the bottom it was like Bounty Tank. I actually skipped his Bounty Tank show and went to Bounty Hunter D. And I was
a lot of people did that.
Right. Let me watch this. Let me watch. I'm watching. I'm laughing. I'm like, hold up. This joint looks so, I don't know, NBC type of thing.
Right.
So,
right.
So then I finally went to on Bounty Tank show. And then the first thing that caught me was this man kicking the doors in. I'm like, the glasses off. I'm like, damn, that's not fake right there. You know?
No, well, that's crazy because the thing is that's kind of how I got hit to him.
Okay.
And it is so funny because I took forever to study for my test. You know, I was working 2 jobs one time, so I was studying at work, studying whenever I could. Yeah. And I didn't want to fail the first time because in Ohio, I think you got to wait 60 or 90 days. And
right.
I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm going through it, I'm like, I got to find somebody to mentor me if there's anyone in Cleveland. And if not, who can I kind of mold myself after and incorporate into the way I would do things? You know, having been Marine and all of that, it was just certain ways I wanted to handle it and go at it. So it's funny you said that. So I Googled.
Yeah.
Honestly, I Googled black bounty hunters because I wanted to fuck with black men, or at least incorporate what I can learn from them, having dealt with the business and the law and the courts and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's funny because Frank came up second. I couldn't remember who it was in Ohio. It was somebody like Southern Ohio. And I'm like, all right, let me check him. Totally just off rip. Boom, 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 kicking in the doors, not having a conversation. I'm like, all right, dude, you're trying to get shot.
Right.
There's easier ways to get shot than doing it this way. So I clicked on his, and I liked the progressions that I saw. And this was like a year before I even took the test and passed. Okay. And yeah, I really, I watched it and kept watching and to see maybe if I didn't just catch those 2 episodes or whatever, when the progression was like it was or whatever the case. And in the long run, nah, he's the truth, man. That's the craziness. You know, the first couple of times, you're like, what the fuck? Right. Oh shit, we died. Let's go. You know, now it's just like, nah, yeah, he's gonna kick the door in. Right. All right, let's go.
I literally binge watched. I think off the first one, I was hooked, and I was binge watching. I don't think. No, you wasn't on the first. I think the first season, really the very first season. I think, the earlier seasons, the early episodes.
The early episodes, yeah.
Right.
My first one, if you can remember, was it was so brief, it was so crazy, where Chris was in it, and the dude they were getting, it was summertime, the dude they were getting was supposed to have been buying a motorcycle. I don't know if you remember that or if you saw that episode. But I remember, yeah. Okay, so remember the sign was Chris was going to take his hat off and rub his head if it was the dude and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so I'm in a car like 2 lanes away, Okay, so it's funny because, and I tell Floyd this all the time, bro. You gonna come in and stuff like this, and you're gonna do nothing for the most part. You gotta earn the trust and see that you can do and follow directions. But he was just like, hey, when he gives the signal, rush out. We gonna take care of him. Make sure a girl in the car don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Whoop. Said and done. End of scene.
Right.
Rode in the back, make sure he ain't do nothing crazy in the back. That was in it of anything for me. So it's a progression. And eventually, as I started going out with him more, he just, at one point, I remember he saying, every time I hunt, I want you to come with me. And I was like, for sure.
Yeah.
Good looking. I appreciate it.
Matter of fact, too, I remember, speaking of which, it was one, I forgot which one it was, but Tank, I think he had 2 hunts he had to do. And I think he sent you to go do one by yourself. Well, not by yourself, but without him. I think it was like a test run. And I think it was like, I think you snatched somebody from like one of them old raggedy apartment complexes or something. And I forgot which one, but basically the word got back to Tank, and Tank was like, yeah, no, I'm proud of him, my man. He did his thing.
Yeah, that was. I know which one you was talking about.
Yeah.
It was it's crazy because the dude and his family, they hate me. They totally, because the dude actually came back and did a living after lockup with Frank.
Okay.
You remember that? Yeah. So the Cliff Note version was, and if you didn't see it, actually, that's funny. That's when I was doing stuff up here and had the camera guy up here.
Okay.
So I can't remember the dude's name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
because
here's the.
You snatched him up, and you could tell he was trying every excuse card in the book. Like you was talking to like a child that just got caught shoplifting. Like nah, I ain't here. Nah, whatever. Whatever. Yeah.
This ain't personal, man. You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say this with very much respect. Like, this is not personal. This is a business. You know what you're getting into. You know what the deal was. And a lot of this stuff can be taken care of with a phone call.
Right.
That's the craziness.
Yeah. And
y'all
say it all the time. Just give me a call. Just call me. Y'all say it all the time.
A lot of this stuff can be handled in the call. But then again, like we said, if everybody did it like that, we wouldn't be able to do the things we do.
Right.
But getting back to the test, there's always tests.
Yeah.
And some people can't take that. Some people don't understand it. I came in already knowing what it was.
Yeah.
That it's going to be a test. When I first came in, we'll be sitting in the car joking and laughing. He'll pull up and be like, all right, we're here. And I'm like, you got 2 on the porch. I got the back door. I'm not trying to go in the front with you. You'll let me know when you want me to go in the front with you. You know what I'm saying? Right now, my role is to do A, B, and C.
Right.
And it's a progression. That's with anything else, with the job. But you know what I'm saying? But no, the fact that, the few he sent me out on and I was able to, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? This is like, I don't look for it, but when he asks for it, it means he trusts me. He knows I'm going to go ahead and do the job. And trust in this business goes a long, long way.
Yeah.
You got to trust the people you work with.
Oh, no doubt, man, because that's like, literally, y'all put y'all lives on the line every single day. And technically, because y'all known, not even just from the show, but y'all just known in the areas, like y'all gotta be on watch 24/7, 7 days a week. You go on your off day, going to the gym. Just somebody pull up on you and be like, "Oh, you locked up my cup."
And here's the thing, though, it's crazy because I've ran into situations like that, but I treat with respect.
Yeah.
Nobody can come back and say. They could, but honestly, it would be a lie.
Yeah.
That I whooped their ass or, robbed them or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think over the initial, here's the craziness. We get more slack and more flack from the relatives.
Yeah.
Once we catch the person,
yeah,
they're usually cool.
Yeah.
Kind of glad it's over with. Unless, you get the ones that's hired and up on the moon, they don't realize what's going on or anything like that. Right. For the most part, they cool,
Yeah.
It's just crazy because, like you said, when I first got in this, I'm not a out in the front person. Yeah. I don't need that attention, you know what I'm saying? But I've come out my shell, if you will, a little bit, where I'm personal to those who know me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I've been out. They be like, I know you. I'd be sitting there like, okay. Right. How you know me? Like, I need to know where we're going with this. How you know me? Oh, you on YouTube. But, oh, okay, yeah.
Right. Whoa. Look, you gotta make sure you ain't missus be like, who is she? Huh?
Actually, I've always been cool in that. Yeah. If anything, I was the one. You know what I'm saying? Mine know what it is. I have to give her love on that. It's always been, it's always been secureness in that. We had to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because when I first went out, I know, and I apologize 1,000 times, but I know they was like, oh my God. And I actually had to have a conversation with them, like, look, you don't exist when I'm out there. Yeah. No disrespect.
Right. Yeah.
You don't. It's
undercover. Undercover stuff.
and I say that respectfully because I know that home is squared away, the kids are squared away. Yeah. Let me go do my 1-2. We had to work a compromise. You know what I'm saying? We really did. But once we was able to work that, and she's gotten comfortable with Frank. Yeah. I was gonna say the squad, but everybody don't know the squad, and she loves Floyd, even with his crazy ass. You know what I'm saying? So they know if shit goes sideways,
they're gonna correct.
9 times out of 10, we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's one of those, you pray for the best, prepare for the worst.
Oh, of course, man. That's like you said, first thing in the beginning of this whole conversation, communication. So we're about to hit season 3. The show, and I know y'all had this under wraps for a minute, because I was trying to search and trying to be like, I ain't trying to be one of the press people, like, oh man, damn, not, and then trying to hit up because I became cool with Floyd, before I became cool with you. I didn't want to be like, hey Floyd, man, what's the next show?
Right.
So, but to finally know, it drops February 1st, correct?
At 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
You gotta go to YouTube, like, subscribe to Bounty Tank. You'll get the subscription, you'll get the link and everything, and when it pops, it pops. While you're doing that, if you haven't, I got a YouTube, about 4, 5, 6 videos on there. Just maybe to take care of your little fix for the next week. If you haven't already, for those that have, I appreciate it. Yep. Do it again. Tell a friend. But season 3 is I'm excited for it. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest. 3 seasons in, however you want to break the seasons down with Frank, and he's ready to roll with us. It's humbling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a baby in the game as far as I look at it.
Right.
Not as much as a baby as Floyd, but nevertheless I'm a baby in the game. And the fact that he trusts us and want to work with us and want to give us a little bit more shine on the stuff. But he been rolling. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all love, and we're just honestly looking forward to it, and looking forward to the feedback and the response and everything that's coming back. Well, I think it's gonna be fire. I think it's gonna be fire for real.
All bad. I believe so 100, because, man, first of all, if any of y'all in the audience haven't even seen the trailer that they had dropped, one little clip, I swear, bro, I died laughing for maybe about 3-4 hours. I swear. I think it was Tank talking and Floyd. Floyd made it worse because you can see he's standing in between them as like the middleman. And Floyd gives that weird look, like.
Right. So that clip, if you notice, about a week ago or a couple of days ago, showed the clip of us breaching the door, going in the doorway. So that was really the end or the middle of that. Okay. After doing that, and it was just And the craziness, I'm behind Floyd. I'm literally behind Floyd holding the door. And when he said it, I'm like, this dude is crazy. Because those that don't know, they was like, who's your superior? And, you know, Frank like, God. And at this point, I'm like, oh my God, here he go. He was like, do you have his number? He was like, yes.
Let me speak to him. We got to go in there and pray.
Yeah, bro, they're pray. It's crazy. You know, he's always good for those one-liners, man. He always good for those one-liners.
But what's crazy is y'all was serious. That's the thing that people don't understand. Like the things that y'all say, the things that, you know, the rebuttaling and the comeback lines, and this is all real. Nothing is scripted. Nothing. Y'all don't sit back and be like, oh yeah, hey, you say this, I'm gonna say this back. You know. Nobody.
Yeah, it's
real.
Nah, it's authentic. It's our personalities.
Yeah.
This is just, and I think we got a good mixture.
Yeah.
Of personalities. It's weird because I look at myself as the middle child, even though Frank is younger. Yeah. You know, honestly, I'm the oldest in the crew, but I'm the middle child in regards to this. You know, and it's just like, all right, I got to listen and learn from big bro, you know, that's in the game, and I'm trying to make sure little bro is picking up the stuff that I'm getting.
Yo, Floyd he's like a pit bull about to break off a chain. Like, if you don't watch him, that chain breaks.
Hey, but
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna tell people, if y'all watch any of the earlier seasons with both of Daryl and Floyd, if you watch, because I break everybody's because my father's military, so he's an analytical person. So I'm watching body language. I'm watching how all y'all tactically approach things. Floyd, the audience, if y'all ever watch the earlier season and look at Floyd, he's always ready to pull the flipping damn trigger at all. Like, he's just waiting for action all the time.
Yeah. And it's cool. Like I said, the good thing with that though is you need that. You need that dude if you can harness it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell anybody, I can take that, me personally. I can take that because I know it can be harnessed. You know what I'm saying? The person that's ready can go, wants direction, wants to be able to be like, all right, when can I go? Yeah. Just harness it. You know, it's easier to harness that than to bring out that aggressiveness when it needs to be out of somebody who just don't have it.
100.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he got it, and I tell everybody, I could not do it at his age or when I was younger because I would have popped off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's good. It's good that he has you, though. Like, he has both of y'all, but it's good that he has you, though. Because that's what I look at. I see y'all's chemistry is like big brother, little brother, you know, type of thing. And it's like, if you're around, he hit that cap on his explosiveness that's ready to pop off is maintained as long as you're there, what it seems like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would think so. I hope so.
You know? Because even all respect to Tank, right? But Tank, he's focused on, you know, down, what's in front of him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's keen on y'all to watch his six. So if he's focusing on here, he can't be worrying what Floyd's doing. Like, if he's about to pop off or not. He got to trust that. So that's where you come in, where it's like you watching both, but it's like, yo, all right, little bro, not now, bro,
not now, right. No, that's exactly what it is, and it's funny because I'm the one when we're getting out the car or whatever, giving him direction without Frank having to say anything for that same reason.
Yeah.
That you just said right there, you know, Frank making the calls to the PD, he's verifying this, that, and the third. Whoa.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, hey, hit the back, stay there until I come get you. Well, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the fact, like I said earlier, it's that trust. You know, I ain't gonna tell him wrong. I tell him all the time, bro, I was you.
Yeah.
I'm him when Chris or Tony is there. For those who watch the show and know, you know what I'm saying? When Chris and Tony is there, I back up.
Yeah.
We don't need three people trying to go through the door, so there's already enough with the cameraman. Yeah. Me and Floyd, we'll take what we got to do at the back and make sure that everybody now it's squared away, it's safe. So it's just a matter of trust, communication, and just knowing your role and
absolutely 100.
Not having an ego. You know what I'm saying? Not having an ego.
Yeah.
That's the real deal.
Yeah, that's a downfall for any group. Flipping literally that ego, and I hate to say it, but you see more of that in our culture. You know, I hate to say it. I really hate to say it.
What is that? That crab in the barrel?
Yeah.
Mentality.
Yep.
You know, and that was the one thing that stuck out with me about Frank.
Yeah.
Like, because I didn't reach out to him till the day after I passed the test. I wanted to get myself that day.
Yeah.
And I reached out to him. I remember sending the DM, and we was on Twitter, and I remember sending it like, this dude ain't gonna respond.
Yeah.
And I gave him my whole background, you know, just what I'm doing. This is why I want to get into business. You know, I was very adamant about I'm not on rah-rah, but I'm not opposed to it. You understand what I'm saying? I understand the business, that it's a business, but I want to learn it.
Right.
And let's see if we could branch you off into Cleveland. And when he responded, I was kind of like, oh, wow. Oh, okay.
He does read this stuff.
Bruh, and it's crazy. He reads everything.
Yeah.
When I say he reads everything, bruh, he reads everything. Whether he comments, make a response, what he reads everything.
Shit, I might have to get on him while he ain't hit my damn.
Good night, Natalie.
Years ago.
Hey man, listen, and it's funny because at the time I did it, it was a lot of stuff like that. Like, you know, I hit your DM, you ain't answered this, that. What's up, man? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right, look at God. He answered.
Yeah.
It's on you now. You know, so, but no, like I said, I couldn't have been blessed with a better opportunity, regardless of what comes of it down the road. I think I've learned so much, literally, not just from Frank, but from Floyd. Yeah. You know, believe it or not, you know, Floyd's taught me some stuff about my stuff, because now I have to think, all right, the old me want to do this. Hold on. He's really going to be on it.
Yeah.
All right, because he's not going to, you know what I'm saying? And then what we do is going to affect Big Man and his business.
Yeah.
All right, let's rethink this. So,
yeah.
Good night, Natalie.
Shoot,
I'm sorry, I was reading. Yeah,
Natalie said something. If you have to scroll, go ahead and scroll, because there's a lot of people that comment.
I see. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I see people talk. I mean, I see people responding, but I'm like, I can't cut across. So, yeah.
Right. No, you good.
It's all love. But man, no. So let me ask this. Before you got into bounty hunting, because you seem like you had like tactical like training. Like, did you serve
United States Marine Corps.
Not United
States Marine Corps.
Oh shoot!
Yes, sir.
I knew you were a badass. I knew.
Nah.
Man, no, first of all, thank you for your service, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem. My pleasure. Thank you.
If you don't mind me asking, how many years did you serve?
I only did 2. I tore my knee up again while in there. I was a helicopter company. I'm glad the firecracker U.S. toned down. See, don't be putting my business out there. But no, United States Marine Corps. I grew up in a Marine house. My dad was United States Marine. So,
man, you better than me. Shoot, at this point in my life, my father was Air Force, and so I was like, look, I let people know I'm 30. I'm 30 now. I'm like, I've been avoiding it, been trying to do all these different routes. I'm like, 90% of my family's military. It might be the
Don't do it.
Look, my wife was in former Air Force.
You got enough. Don't do it.
Right.
Don't do it. I'm just being honest. I'm telling anybody now. It was good for me. Listen, I love my Marine Corps. I love everything about my Marine Corps.
Yes.
I may not always agree with the government or the commander-in-chief at that time. That's a whole nother story.
Yep.
But I'm always going to love my Marine Corps. And I needed it at the time I went, but it's not for us.
Yeah.
Not just the Marine Corps, armed forces, period. But it's not. I get and understand, obviously, why people go. And I know for some people, that's truly their calling.
Yeah.
My heart's out to them. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But as I've gotten older, and, you know, people say, you want your kids go? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Because you're volunteering to be a slave to the system.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave that at that. I'll just leave that at that.
That's words, the exact words my wife said. Trust, the exact same
Oh.
words. So I've heard it, and you know, I got her who says it. Now I got you to vouch. That's 2 versus a whole family on my side. But of course they're speaking of because they lived in they grew up in bad times, and that was the best way out of that bad time.
Right.
Like I try to tell some people, like even my pops, you've been 20 years. 20 years has changed. That's a long time. Whereas now, here I am, I don't have the same conditions that you did, you know? So, you know.
and I'm going to be real. I'm going to say the race concerns sometimes is more prevalent and very out in the open there, which I was cool with because I knew how I could deal with you, you know, but for some of these guys and stuff, it's just like, it's bad enough out here in the civilian world, as we call it, you know, let's know how to navigate and deal with that.
Yeah, people, and the young generation, man, they just, it's funny I say young generation because I'm in that same generation, but spiritually, I'm way out of that section because it's like, they don't know how to, they're ready to pop off at anything, you know?
Right.
And
they don't know how to fight.
Yeah, they don't. They just know how to pull a trigger. And they feel like that's a man thing. I'm like, man, let's throw these gloves on and let's get a do to do.
But not only that, you know, they don't understand that everything ain't worth fighting over.
Yeah.
You know, and we're part of that problem. And when I say us, I mean us as men in general.
Yeah.
Whether it's circumstances or choices or decisions. You know what I'm saying? We've left our young men to be raised by women who don't know how to be men. And this is no disrespect to the single moms or the moms that were doing the handling. Like, look, I get it. You got a tough job, but there's got to be some type of male. And then again, some of the males that's in there are just as
soft.
I don't want to say stupid, but soft or ignorant, you know, as them. And it's crazy because until I really got into this field, I didn't see it as much. And now sometimes it's like, well, no wonder he's acting the way he's acting, or he responds the way he responds. I see how the adults respond, how the parents respond. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just it's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. We're the blame, bottom line, as a whole. You know, so
yeah, I feel you, man. Hey, you preaching to the choir, so I feel you, man. I feel you. So shoot, man. So all right, man. We got season 3. We gotta get back onto that because I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Is there a lot of crazy shit that to expect in this season? Because seasons 1 and 2 was like, it seemed like the build up. It seemed like it was like the Avengers saga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think this one. Here's the thing. We're not always around when they're doing the production and stuff. So a lot of times the finished product that y'all see for the first time is the first time we're seeing it as well. You know, Frank has seen it. You know, and obviously Draco and Idol, you know, they may have seen it, but a lot of times when that episode dropped, me and Floyd and whomever else, we just like one of y'all. How do we do this? I like the way he put that together. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a lot more drama. And you know why it's a lot more drama now? And I've come to realize it is because we're getting known.
Yeah. You
know, they know what the camera's for. They know that it's on YouTube. So I'm going to show out. Yeah. I'm going to do this, that, and the third, which is cool. Yeah. I guess, you know, if you want to look silly, but the drama, some captures, it's some, I guess, and don't quote me on this, I guess we're doing some interviews and stuff. You know, we had did some production with everybody, just giving a little bit more of us, you know, that I'm still getting used to. I like the way he did it. He's really on his I'm gonna say his shit. Not like he's never been, but you know, when he sat us down, he's progressing. He's growing in it. And, you know, when he sat us down and said, look, this is how we're going to do for season 3. Instead of every time we go out, we're going to have the episodes ready, have the season ready. I'm like, oh, shit, bet. You know, makes sense. He's excited. He's being around him. And this is it's funny because they say, you know, hang with people that's above or where you're trying to get to. Yeah. And to watch him venture out and to do, as Wu-Tang say, diversify his funds and still do this, you know, it's kind of like, all right, I feel it, you know, so nothing but mad respect from him, like I said.
Absolutely. He's like Floyd Mayweather in bounty hunting. Like he's focusing on his craft. He's perfecting his craft. Right. You can't touch him. Like literally. He says, you can run, you can hide, it don't matter. He's going to find you.
Listen, he's on it 24/7, 365. There's been times we've been looking for about, I'll shoot us some information. He'd be like, I already got it. Good looking. Like, God damn, I thought I was pretty quick with it. You know, he had already had it. So, but no, it's love. Season 3 is going to be, it's a little bit more action. It's a little bit more of us. It's a lot more drama. I ain't going to say a lot more. It's the same drama. Yes. I don't know how we're going to do the episodes, Taylor. I'm sorry, they say episodes be weekly. Okay. Again, I am not on the executive board. I am a co-star. I find out when y'all find out. And I'm okay with that. You know, I don't want no decision making. Right. You know, I know my lane. I stay in my lane. When I have to veer off to get back to them, that's what I do. But ultimately, I find out when everybody else find out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. And, so, quick question, because I see we have a lot of people saying that they want to be a bounty hunter. Some have taken the test. I think my man Will is on here.
Yeah. Congrats, bro.
So he just passed his test. What advice could you give the ones that's jumping in this lane and who's taking the test or who's about to take the test? Like, what advice can you give them?
Soak in everything. Drop the ego. Find a mentor. Find someone. And I ain't gonna say it's hard, but it can be difficult in this business. This is a cutthroat business. Let me rephrase. It can be a cutthroat business. You know, so you really need to get under someone's wing that is willing to show you the ropes the right way. You know, and that's the key. You know, there's people that's willing to show you the ropes and they ass backwards, just being 100. Or, you know, they're going to straight to kicking the doors in. And my thing has always been, once you kick the door in, then what? If that doesn't work, then what? Why is that first and not last? You know what I'm saying? Or a necessity as you need to because you know he's in there or she's in there. Soak up the knowledge. You can't be scared. And I think you would think that would go without saying, but you can't be scared to do this business. Yes. You know, if you're not I ain't gonna say a thrill seeker because that makes it like you're on it, but if you cannot enjoy those few seconds before that door gets kicked in, or that chase, or even the hunt, you know, the sitting in a car for hours, or making them drives back and forth. If you can't do that, this is not going to be for you. Patience. You got to have patience. And until this day, I'm still learning that from Frank. And that's the craziness. Like, my patience in regards to this has grown, you know, to the point of it happened. And he'll tell me times, and he'll tell Floyd, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Just be patient. They'll slip up, or we'll catch a break, or we'll get this and that. And sure enough, boom, it's like that. Boy, you look at God, you done did it again. But you gotta be willing to sometimes sit in the back seat. You gotta sometimes be willing just to search him while I talk to him. That's all you gotta do. But
Yeah.
listen, listen and incorporate. Be real.
Yeah.
Don't try to be someone you're not. I think people feed off the authentic realness of you, because ultimately you have the power.
Yeah.
To rephrase, depending on what state you are. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I know different states got different rules and different laws,
Yeah.
but ultimately you have the power. So there's no need to be uh, uh, getting all upset and everything. Now, with that being said, doesn't mean we don't. Oh, we will. You're gonna see a couple of that in season 3.
Okay.
Where you know
You're
you
human.
just had to get put to the side. Like you're human. Hey man, come on, we can't do that. But it's business. And just study. Just always study. Whether you're studying a person, a hunt, seeing how they move,
Yeah.
and learn the business. Learn how you can make the money out of it. The money is in the hunting, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a slow grind.
Yeah.
But when you get it, man, it's lovely. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand. You're dealing with human beings that don't want to be caught.
Yeah. And
you
that's
know,
dangerous. That's dangerous.
because people have that fight or flight. You never know what it is they're going to do. You don't know who else they're running from. You know, uh, you just don't know sometimes, and you got to um, be able to have that mindset that, hey, we're going to get home.
Yeah.
First and foremost, we'll catch them.
Yeah.
And just not to be reckless. I hate hearing bounty hunters being reckless against back. Like that I seen one in Texas. I don't know if you saw this. 3 bounty hunters now getting charged with kidnapping and
Yeah.
everything
Yep.
because they didn't hit the wrong house and everything.
Yep.
So it's just, that's the stuff you want to try to get away from. It's just it's not needed.
Definitely, man, definitely. Because one of the things that people kind of get confused, not confused with, but they get disoriented when it comes to watching like things on YouTube or TV. They see the action, and then they see y'all, like I said, chasing somebody, running up a building that's trying to jump out the window, or you trying to kick, whose turn is going to kick the door in? Is it going to be you or Floyd or Tank? And people are like, yeah, I want to do that. But like Tank, there was one episode Tank has said, he was like he did a voiceover on it, but he said, when I approach this door, people see me kicking it in, but they don't know. I don't know what's on the other end of this door. It could be somebody with a gun, who don't want to be, caught. And I don't know if people watch the episode, I don't know if they catch that, because I caught that, and I'm like, yeah, that brought me back to reality. Like, the action looks all cool, which is why it's entertaining, but this is
real.
This is real.
Listen, there was and to piggyback, but it's a great lead into what I was about to say, is trust your instincts.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. And I say that to say, to piggyback off what you're saying about behind the door, and I forgot what episode it was, but we had sent Floyd to try to see if he can get into this building. Lady let him in. We at the door, and I'll never forget. I'm at Frank, like, bro, let's kick this in. Let's go.
Yeah.
What are we waiting on? Like, no, wait. So we wound up waiting for about 30, 40 minutes. He called it off. He was like, something ain't right.
Yeah.
Never knew what it was or anything like that. And I remember we went out the next night, and he was saying how, I guess the person that let us in was the relative of the person we was looking for, and told him, hey, I think these bounty hunters outside. He was sitting on the couch waiting for us.
Yeah.
So the fact that Frank trusted his instinct, first off, look at God.
Yeah.
But then the fact that he was able to trust his instinct and say, you know what, we'll do this another day, something. You can't always call it, but sometimes it's just, it was something. And lo and behold, it was that. So, trust your instinct. Yeah, it's a real deal. I mean, knock on wood, we've been lucky.
Yeah.
I pray we continue to be lucky, but we do understand that, hey, and that's why, to the people who watch, they're like, oh, you got your guns out. That's why.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we got the drop on them, not on us. And once we see it secured, at least for me, I can't speak for anybody else. I hurry up and holster mine.
Yeah.
Let's go, because I'd rather have these and chase you down than to have to put a hole in your leg or anything like that. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Really, I'm not.
Yeah,
Nobody is.
That's too much damn work.
Absolutely, too much paperwork. You know, you got to answer questions and you got to explain yourself. Bro, I don't want to do that. I'd rather chase you down and let you just have to live the guilt that you got walked by a 46-year-old. You know, whatever the case may be.
In shape, soaking wet.
So yeah. No, but it's real, man. It's all real.
The importance of, you know, physical fitness in this game.
It's important for the simple fact, you don't want nobody to get away because you're out of shape. Well, let me rephrase. I don't.
Right.
They don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially for me being older, number one, it's just, I'm gonna be honest, I've always worked out since I was able to do push-ups and stuff. But more importantly, it's a stress relief. Yeah. This is a stressful ass gig. It rephrase. It can be.
Yeah.
And a lot of time, the gym, the weights, is therapy.
Yeah.
It's therapy. There's been times where I didn't sat on matter of fact, the other day, I'm sitting at a dude's house. I'm trying to figure out some stuff, and I'm like, some of this shit ain't making sense. I'm getting you know, I don't want to tell it all, but, you know, I get a weird-ass phone call, and I'm like, all right, this shit ain't adding up.
Yeah.
Go to the gym. As I'm clearing the voices, if y'all ever know, like, the joke in the car is we all got voices.
Yeah.
Frank claims he don't have none, but let him have that. I tell everybody I got at least 5. I understand I have 5. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? DMack is that one that's out watering honey. That's DMack. Yeah. You're speaking with Daryl now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but the gym, I could be at the gym and rocking out, and then it'd be like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I know what to go. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And then some days it's just, I need to sweat. Yeah. I need to work out. I just need to not think about nothing. Let the music take over.
Yes, sir.
And let's go home, shower, and take a nap, because I don't sleep. Yeah. I'm telling anybody, we nap. I might get a 5-6 hour nap, but it's a nap. Yeah. It's a nap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you gotta have that outlet, you know. So for us, it's crazy. Yes, we all like to be physically fit, for one reason or another.
Yeah.
And for most of us, I feel comfortable saying it, it's also therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, just being honest, it's a therapy. It's therapeutic. The benefits are good for it. So if you're in this business, even if it's not a full-time working out type of deal, you got to find yourself a non-destructive outlet. Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be, you know, let me tell you, because a lot of guys in this business, I've come to learn self-medicate, which is fine. You know, you do what you do, but that can take a down toll.
Sure
you know, as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure can.
So, you know, if that's your outlet, that was our outlet. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, those two guys are ridiculous in the gym. Yeah. I haven't had a full workout with Frank yet, and honestly, I don't care if I don't. Yeah. I will.
I sit back.
I will one day. Yeah, we're supposed to. And, you know, he just keeps saying, we got to get you. Okay. Yeah. You just let me know. Floyd. Right. Call me.
Right.
Okay. You know, but Floyd, because honestly, Floyd, you know, the good thing is I could go in there and be like, Floyd, give me a workout.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to get on the boxing scene and everything. And not so much that I plan on boxing anybody in the ring. It's just I wanted to incorporate it in my workout. Yeah. Plus, I felt like I hit a plateau on doing shit myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
So, you know, he's willing to help me out. And I'm going to tell you, at least 3 or 4 times I'm telling him,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Right.
But
Right.
you know, so
We,
I'm gonna do this.
We'll fit it in the schedule when we can. But I got you. I got you.
No, nah. Once I'm there, I'm gonna do it, and you know, but I'm gonna cuss them out while I'm doing it. Then afterwards, I'm like, look, I appreciate you.
Oh,
I needed
sure.
that.
Sure.
You know, I needed that. So you gotta be in some, even if you just a runner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I saw Tank. He had pulled a muscle when he was racing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Floyd.
Yeah, but see, here's the story. Here's the story behind that. And I told him I don't think he ever healed from the first time he had tore his hamstring. He had tore his ham or pulled his hamstring. I don't know when it was torn.
Yeah.
He had pulled his hamstring or groin in one of the episodes where we had a chase through. It was in the summertime again.
Yeah.
And I just don't think it ever healed.
Yeah.
And plus, you know, he be G'd up, you know, running in Gucci and shit. Bruh, you ain't stretching nothing. you ain't stretching nothing. Yeah, listen, the days I know I'm going out, I stretch before I get out there. I have no problem. I stretch daily, but I have no problem doing the extra sets of stretches before we even link up. And sometimes, if you pay attention, you might even see me stretching while the camera's on. Like,
I do. Even Flo would be like,
yeah, we already know. Look, we already know it's gonna be a hell of a night. But listen, I got to do that shit just to get out of bed now some days. So I don't even trip no more. It's second nature. I'll stretch in the middle of a conversation. I'm not ashamed. A lot of times, you know, we try to work harder. I mean, I'm sorry, we try to work smarter and not harder, you know what I'm saying? So we try to get it where we're not running.
For sure.
Where we don't have to chase, you know. So, and we've had very few, I consider few.
Yeah.
You know, Frank's been doing it over the years. You know, the time I've been with him, I can probably count on both hands. The ones I've been with him and the ones I've had that the people actually bring. Yeah. And I like that, you know. I like that.
Yeah, truth, man. That's good. Yeah, definitely. All right, so we went over. Yeah, we went over season 3. We got a lot. It's gonna be a lot of excitement. February 1st, it drops. You said at 9 o'clock.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right.
9 p.m. And talked about the importance of finding. You know, for those who are going into the field, you know, have dreamed and admirations for going to the field, to find a mentor, study, absorb, get rid of the ego. You make it in the business. Be patient. And don't
find something non-lethal. That was one I said, non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
I'm an idiot. I haven't done it yet, but Frank and Floyd make sure they got it, you know. But find something non-lethal, you know, whether it's the stun gun or the
OC spray.
Yeah, the spray's cool, but you're gonna catch and taste that too, you know. But it works. See, and here's the crazy thing: we got some. Let me tell you a quick story. I don't know if it's gonna come out. I can't. It may come out in there. If it don't, the next time we talk. Yeah. If it doesn't come out, if the next time we talk, you know, maybe we'll talk during the season or something. If it hasn't came out, I'll tell you a story about it.